Hi, I'm Liza Lafish. I am going to present to you today 3 ways to improve your business etiquette in the workplace. I'm a soon-to-be Lakeland Community College graduate, and I just finished a course in business communication, and these are some of the things that I learned. Thomas Sowell, famous author and economist, once said, "Politeness and consideration for others is like investing pennies and getting dollars back." What he meant by this is your relationships with your customers, with your coworkers, with your superiors is really where you're going to build your success and where you're going to grow in the workplace. The first topic I'd like to discuss with you today is written messages. When you're trying to build your business etiquette, choosing what type of message to use is very important. Whether you're going to use a text, an IM, an email, a phone call, face-to-face conversation, or a handwritten letter. What you need to consider when deciding these is how rich and lean communication you need for this. And what I mean by that is how much interaction do you need, how fast do you need feedback back from this person, and so forth. For instance, if you need very soon response from this person, you want to use face-to-face or a phone call. And from there, a video chat, IM, and so forth. When writing messages, you want to consider what's legal. Anything that's written, anything electronic is law-abiding. So it's different than a face-to-face conversation. You want to consider what confidential information you're leaking, what is appropriate and what's inappropriate, and you don't want to make any unrealistic promises to potential hirees and potential customers. You also want to go above and beyond in your messages. You want to send messages that maybe not everyone does. You want to send thank yous. You want to send apologies, regrets to any customers or any people you're denying a job to. And then you also want to release special announcements to your customer base and also to your employees. You want to keep them in on the know. We're going to discuss your business etiquette and how that applies to your meetings. You want to be prepared for your meetings. You want to read any notes or anything provided beforehand by your superiors, and you want to bring any paperwork with you that you're going to need in this meeting. Anything you're going to need to reference, any charts, any data, and you also want to be prepared by coming early, silencing your phone, using the restroom beforehand, or if you are hungry, eat a snack before you get there. You also want to contribute while you're at the meeting, and this means giving eye contact, speaking up when appropriate, and being concise when you do this. You don't want to waste the person leading the meeting's time. You don't want to waste your coworkers' time. You want to get to the point, and you want to be calm, collected, and positive. You want to listen attentively. You can do this by nodding your head, showing nonverbal ways of responding. You want to give eye contact. And you want to avoid using any technology unless authorized by the person giving the meeting or if you're taking notes. This is a chart on how to listen attentively. You can ask open-ended questions. You can paraphrase and be attuned with other people's feelings in the room. In addition to your business etiquette and meetings, there's another step to that, and that's intercultural relations. First, you need to consider that there's different communication styles throughout the world. There are some countries that are direct, low-context ways of communicating, which would be like America, and you have indirect, high-context ways of communicating, which would be like Japan and Asian countries. Here's also a chart showing them on a bar graph. So really need to consider that direct contact and indirect contact. The difference is whether you go straight to the point, straight to the business, or whether you relax, get to know each other first. Don't get straight to the business. You got to feel out what the people you're with are looking for and what their communication style is. You want to also accommodate any language barriers that might be in the way. You want to think ahead if you need to hire a translator. You need to also use simple English if you feel that's necessary, or use visual aids. That can help a lot too. Some people know English, but they know it better in writing. They can read it, but it's harder for them to listen. You also want to understand your differences. Sometimes offense might occur, whether it be on your part or their part, and you want to be quick to forgive and you want to be quick to ask for forgiveness. That's very important. You won't always get it right, and especially not the first few times. So you just want to be open to doing that. In conclusion, what I encourage you to do to become a better business person with good etiquette is to be thoughtful in your messages when you're writing them, when you're sending them, and what kinds you're sending. And you also want to be prepared for your meetings. You want to bring notes, you want to listen, you want to speak up. And then you also want to be mindful of other cultures, whether it's in meetings, whether it's in messages. You want to think ahead and be prepared for any kind of situation that comes forth. All right, thank you for coming, and I encourage you to build your business etiquette in these 3 ways, and find other ways too that you can show more consideration for others and be thoughtful in the workplace with customers, superiors, and coworkers. All right, thank you.